Bulavinaka and welcome to COMMONWEALTH Games Bronze Medalist Jasmine Daunakamakama. Also a bit of secondary schools netball, which is currently underway at the J. Narayan College grounds. That's coming up after this. But what everyone's talking about, everyone and their dog is talking about right now, is the Vodafone Super Deans Finals. Now, this is happening this Saturday, and because it's all happening at the HFC Bank Stadium, there's no games that's being played outside at Bidesi or even at Buckhurst. All the games are at the HFC Bank Stadium, and it is kicking off early. So, the Under-14, Ratunavula College and QVS, that game gets underway at 8 a.m. All right, 8 a.m. Under-14, Under-15 is at 9:05 a.m. between Maris Brothers High School and RKS. In the Under-16, this is the first of three Suva Grammar School teams that have made it through to the finals. So that's Suva Grammar versus QVS in the Under-16. That is at 11:30 a.m. And coming up, the Under-17, Grammar versus RKS, that is at 12:50 a.m. 12:50 p.m. Sorry, 12:50 p.m. I am getting my times mixed up. Now, the Under-19, Leline taking on Navatu Secondary School. Now, Navatu Secondary School setting history, breaking records, being the first team from the Northern Division that have made it out of the eliminations. They made it out of the eliminations, defeated big teams like QVS. They defeated RKS last week, and they are on their way to their first ever Dean's Finals. Now, just making it to the finals themselves, they have set themselves a record. Well, they're taking on the Leline team that has been on fire this year, but coming up in the Under-18, the one that everyone is looking forward to, Suva Grammar and Leline. Now, this Leline team, unbeaten so far this season. They're the only team that came out of the Eastern Division unbeaten. They defeated QVS. They defeated RKS, who were the defending champions and who just might be walking away with the trophy this Saturday. They're taking on the boys from Nasese. These guys, their forwards and their backline look really set. They are danger, whether a forward has the ball or one of their backs has the ball. So this is definitely the game that everyone is looking forward to. Now, this game is at 6:10 p.m. So 6:10 p.m., the Vodafone Super Deans 2026 Under-18 Finals. Who are you going for? Will you go for Ndavuilevu with Leline? Or are you going for Nasese with the Lions? And Grammar hoping that the Lion can roar this Saturday and bring home that trophy. Well, I guess we'll just have to find out this Saturday. Hey, coming up after this, I'll be talking about those Ndrua players.
Bula Fiji villagers, we've had a bit of a glow up and we know some of you are probably wondering, hey wait, where did the videos go? Don't worry, we didn't hide them. The video section has a brand new name and it's now called Watch. That means all your favorite videos and shows are now in one place and easier to find. Want your Fiji Village Straight Talk with VG and Orion? It's there. Looking for Ndrending Amovengu? It's there too. Latest videos? Yep, all there. Don't miss the Watch section on Fiji Village, your trusted news provider for the latest videos, stories, and shows all in one place. Go and have a look and tell us what you're watching first.
Bulavinaka and welcome back to Fiji Village Play. I'm your host, Alipate Narawa. And a lot of signings so far for the Ndrua for the 2027 Shop and Save Super Rugby season. Remember, so far the season, for the new season, we've already signed in Ben Volavola. We've got new coach Brad Moore and assistant coach Mike Cat. Now, another two signings have just been announced yesterday, and that was Leone, the Octopus Nakarao. Why do they call him the Octopus? A lot of my friends have been asking me, why are you calling him the Octopus? Because this guy can do an offload from anywhere. 3 gang got him down, offload goes off. But he has played everywhere in the world. He has played for the Glasgow Warriors, he's played for Racing, Toulon and Castres, and also made 68 appearances for the Fiji Water Flying Fijians. So he brings with him a lot of experience, a lot of that mana that he's had over his journey over the past few years. And he was also, he's also an Olympic gold medalist. Yes, that team that won that gold medal in Rio with current coach Ose Kulinisau. He was part of that squad. And if you go back and look at those clips, you can tell why he is called the Octopus. Now, another player that has been grinding it out, marking his time, has finally signed up for the Swai Shipping Fijian Drua is prop Inoke Raviwasa. This guy, blockbusting prop. He has been in the system. He's been playing for Suva. He's been playing domestically in the Skipper Cup system domestically, and he has proven his worth. He's also played in the Hospital Cup in Australia, and he was also in the under-20 squad with Temo Mainavanua. This was back in 2016, and he's finally broken through the ranks of domestic rugby into the Ndrua, the Fijian Ndrua team, and getting ready for the Shop and Save 2027 Pacific Super Rugby Pacific. Now, here's the thing though. They are going to start their pre-season training in about 2 months. So we should be seeing a bit more of him on the Fijian Ndrua socials that time. But yeah, definitely looking promising for the Ndrua coming up next season. We've got an experienced stand in Ben Volavola, helping out Isaiah Armstrong Ravula. We've also still got Virimi Vakatawa still in the squad. He has been a treasure signing this season. But yeah, definitely looking forward to more great stuff from the Fijian Ndrua for the next season. But coming up after this, I'll be talking to Commonwealth Games bronze medalist Jasmine Daunakamakama.
At Communications Fiji Limited, we are more than just radio. We are Fiji and the Pacific's largest and most dynamic media group, reaching people wherever they are, however they connect. We connect daily with over 3.77 million listeners across the region. Let's create something amazing together. On air, online, on the streets, on stage, Communications Fiji Limited is where connection happens. With innovation, reach, and creativity, we are the complete media partner for your business.
Bulavanaka and welcome back to Fiji Village Play. I'm your host Alipate Narawa, and with me is 2026 Glasgow Commonwealth Games bronze medalist Jasmine Daunakamakama. First up, welcome to the show and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, what has everything sunk in, like after the win, coming back to Fiji? How have things been? Have things come back to normal or still?
Yes, I'm slowly sinking into my normal routine. We're currently getting ready for a comp in Samoa, the Oceania Championships. So, I was run into training straight up as soon as I touched the touchdown in Fiji, but it's been great. That whole experience was quite overwhelming, so it's great to just see family, just being able to share the medal with everyone, and yeah, it's just nice to be home.
Speaking about the medal, after your quarterfinal win at the Commonwealth Games, what was going through your mind? Like watching, we could see that it was very emotional, and just take us to the moment when your hand was raised at the end of that fight.
It was quite surreal. Like I said, I didn't enter that competition expecting a medal, but I had this certainty that I would push myself to my absolute best in that moment. And when my hand was raised, it felt so real, but unreal at the same time, because I'd been dreaming about this since I was a little girl. But then I also believe it because I had been putting in the work, putting in the effort. So I can't really pinpoint an exact emotion, but yeah, it was just a blend of emotions.
Happiness.
Yeah. Yes, definitely happy. Yeah.
After you got over that feeling, what was the second thing? Was it like family, like?
Yeah. Apparently, my uncles are not gonna like this, but I thought it was only my aunties getting emotional with my interviews and even just watching me fight. But then some of my uncles confessed that they had been teary-eyed just watching me fight. I think that's the powerful thing about like expressing yourself. Like you are able to touch people's hearts, and so just seeing my family really genuinely being happy for me and cheering me on, it's a special moment. You know, even though they're not able to be there in the country, yeah, I still felt their presence and all their love from that side of the world.
Now, you said since you were younger, if you could go back in time, what would you tell your 10-year-old self about how far you've come? So,
Well, I would say to her that she was right. Yeah, my mom and dad, they encouraged my sister and I to write a vision board. And so among those very ambitious goals, representing my country and winning medals for my country were a part of that. So I remember writing that with certainty. It wasn't necessarily, I didn't really know how the journey would look like, but I knew that spark was there. And so over the years, I sort of lost that feeling for that spark. But I think just recently, really just being aware of my spiritual presence and really honing in on that, I've sort of found that little girl that's been hiding for so many years. But yeah.
so what would you tell her? That
She is right. She is right that I am capable of achieving anything that I put my mind to.
Since you've come back, caught up with family, have there been any special family occasions?
Yes. As soon as we arrived it was a 3-day trip. So a day after our first day in Fiji, we went to the village, got to meet my family. It was so special seeing their faces with the medal. Yeah, they really treasured they were surprised at how heavy it was. They're like, oh my gosh, wow. This is us. Yeah. But so that happened. We had a really nice family reunion. And then on the second day, we met with friends and family in Suva, had a dinner. And then on the third night, we had Thanksgiving with the Fiji team. So I think, yeah, I've had a fair amount of celebrations.
So where to from here? You said you've got a competition coming up in Samoa. When is that?
That's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks? Oh, wait. Well, it's in the first week of September. There's going to be a lot of countries attending. I know New Zealand, Australia, Tuvalu, PNG. Yeah, I might be missing out on all the countries, but it'll be good. Now that I'm on a roll after that Commonwealth, I want to keep that rolling. So
you want to keep the momentum going?
yes, yeah.
How has training, getting back into training for competition?
My body's a bit sore. I took a nice week's, just over a week break after the Commonwealth. So sort of just sharpening my skills now and really pushing myself so that I can peak well for the Samoa Championships, the Oceania Championships.
After the 2020 Olympics in Japan, with the Fiji Airways Fiji Under Sevens winning the bronze medal, there was a pickup in girls coming forward and wanting to play rugby. Do you think that you have inspired the next generation the same way into the sport of boxing?
Oh yes, definitely. This is a huge step for Fiji amateur boxing, especially for our female boxers. I do hope that we'll see more numbers in our female team. We're also taking 3 females to Samoa, including me. So I think that's an indication that we're slowly growing. And I plan, in the future to do some outreaches in the various areas. So just keep an eye out and just shoot me a message or just show up at the spot when it happens.
Now, for instance, if people want to get in contact with you, how can they do that? Is
Yes.
through your socials?
Yeah. So I'm currently running a business, Bati Boxing. So we provide classes and personal training. So if you're interested, just message us on our Instagram or Facebook. Yeah. Or you could just search my name up and do a little stalking there.
So Mbati Boxing is where they need to go on Facebook or Instagram.
Yes.
And just drop your message there if they want to get in contact. Now, your advice to young girls wanting to get into the sport. What do they need to do? Is there something that they need to bring?
Yeah. I think boxing, if you want to try boxing, just bring yourself. Bring yourself without any labels tied to you. In order to take up the sport, you need to be willing to lose in order to win. You really need to strip back on the fears, the doubts, in order to let yourself shine. So really just enter the sport with the mindset of expressing yourself, because there's so many lessons to learn in this sport, in terms of whether it's technique, tactics, or even who you are as a person. I think boxing is a really great tool to find your purpose. So, yeah.
What is the one thing that gets you up every day?
The breath of life. Yeah. Just a simple breath. I think that's what slows me down in going through a busy day with the business, training, family commitments. In between moments, I just take a breath of life, breathing with gratitude and love. And yeah, that's what powers me through the day.
Do you have a favorite song?
Favorite song?
Yes.
Ooh, I do have a favorite album. It's Lauryn Hill. One album that I keep going back to is Lauryn Hill's live performance. That's one of her 2 albums that she released under her in her discography as Lauryn Hill. So in between the songs, she she talks about her experiences, and I think every time that I go back to it, I understand her more. And yeah, it's a powerful message.
Since you don't have a favorite song in particular, what does your playlist look like when you're working out?
Oh, it changes from time to time. That's why I can't pick a favorite
As
song.
As it should, depending on the mood.
Yeah. Sometimes.
So what kind of artists or songs could you find on that playlist?
Sometimes I listen to Sade, maybe Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill. We could move south to Kendrick Lamar.
Which Kendrick Lamar?
Ooh, right now I'm starting from his earlier days. Yeah, so I just want to see the journey of his artistry.
So not the mixtape. Is this from the mixtape? So
right now I'm listening to his Overly Dedicated. It's one of his first albums. So yes, very young Kendrick.
Very young Kendrick. A favorite saying. What is your go-to? Like if you're trying to encourage someone, this is
a motto that I live by is flow with love. When you have the intention of love, it gives you a deeper intention in whatever you do. Whether you're eating something, whether you're breathing or you're punching the bag, that's how you should fuel your everyday activities. That was a huge groundbreaker for me when I changed my perception. Instead of seeing myself in a victim mindset or like, oh, I hate training. Once I flipped the switch and said, oh, I love training because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel stronger. There's always the flip side of hating and loving. So it's up to you to choose what intention you want to walk towards when living life, really.
Thank you very much, Jasmine, for coming in to better and bigger things up ahead, and looking forward to your fight in Samoa in 2 weeks.
Naka. Thank you.
Like, that was Fiji Village Play with Alipate Narawa with Commonwealth Games gold medalist Jasmine Daunakamakama, and that's our show for us for this week. If you want to see anyone sitting here who you want us to be talking to, let us know. Drop your comments below, or drop us a message, and we'll be sure to get it. Whether it be karate, could be even judo, taekwondo, netball. There's secondary school netball is happening right now. We'll be talking about that a bit later. But yeah, let us know who you want us to be talking to when it comes to sports, and keeping you updated as well.